Decker can't make it.
I wonder who's going to take this over after your senior year.
I know. It worries me.
But you'll be fine. Is your brother a freshman? Or...
Next year, yeah.
So your brother could take it over?
That's the hope.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is game day.
Please.
Welcome to Silver Stadium, home of the Tigers. This evening's Colorado High School Activities Association State 4A football playoff contest features the visitors on the scoreboard, the Eagles of Highlands Ranch, versus the home team, your Grand Junction High School Tigers.
Was that the ones that had 7 yards penalties when we stuffed the quarterback?
Attention fans, our school
Was this the team?
It's a different one.
Oh, that was similar uniforms. Okay.
Please behave with dignity and respect at all times. Offensive and inappropriate behavior is unacceptable and will not be tolerated. Let's all ditch that behavior.
I'm such an idiot.
What?
A senior, number 3, George West. A junior at quarterback,
We're about to get started here from Grand Junction High School. Soaker Stadium, Western Slope. We're about to get rolling here. We're just waiting on the game start. Going to do some pregame stuff, national anthem, and get this one rolling. We look forward to your viewership in about 10 minutes. Thanks for staying patient with us as we wait. Welcome to Grand Junction High School in Stoker Stadium in Western Colorado for a contest in the first round playoffs between your Grand Junction Tigers and the Highlands Ranch High School Falcons. Tonight's teams enter the game with records of your Tigers 8-2, Highlands Ranch High School 4-6. Highlands Ranch goes in the season 0-5 in league play, Junction 5-0 in league play. Pretty much opposite records, but the Tigers had a bit of an easier schedule. Coming in tonight, your quarterbacks, Andrew Neese, looking at a 137 quarterback rating, and Rylan Hume for Highlands Ranch High School. And here come your Tigers. And Highlands Ranch High School with a quarterback rating of 86 coming into the season, and the Tigers looking to advance to the second round playoffs, where they would play another game. This one would be on the road at Heritage High School, and the second straight year in a row where Grand Junction has had a home playoff game, and the Tigers excited to get this opportunity. Again, looking to extend the season. Gonna go for national anthems here, and we will pick you up, and we're off.
As we honor America,
Should be on,
with
I
the
think.
singing of our national anthem. Singing tonight's national anthem, Move Up Long.
And that's a wrap on the anthem, and we're set to get this one going from Grand Junction High School. The Tigers have the clear advantage on the ground game, averaging over 209 yards on the ground per game, as well as 2 touchdowns a game. Highlands Ranch with only about less than a touchdown per game on the ground, and 104 on the ground average for the Falcons. Coming into tonight, Tigers get a good seed coming into the playoffs again. Here we go. Tigers, Falcons. What a big game it is tonight from Grand Junction High School, and set to kick it away for the Tigers. Cooper Fisher. Turning deep for Highlands Ranch. And Cooper Fisher sets it on the tee, and we're almost ready to go. Here we go. Cooper sends it high, deep, fielded at about the 5, and here we go. Highlands Ranch finds a gap, gets dragged down and smoked at about the 29-ish 30. Flag comes flying in from the side judge, and already we got a penalty. We'll see if it's targeting on the defense, or excuse me, the kicking team. Might be holding on Highlands Ranch. Officials pointing towards the Falcons. Brady Stamen on the tackle. And it's going to go holding on the receiving team, and it's going to be first down Highlands Ranch, backed up. Deep in their own territory, it's going to be on their own 12, so a Falcons offense who has struggled a little bit this season will go from their 12. And here we go, Highlands Ranch High School from the 12. And the Falcons. Snap, hold, draw right up the middle. Picks up a good 4, and players on the sideline appreciating the gain. It's going to be second and not too far here for the Falcons. 2nd and 6. Decent gain on first down. Okay. 3 to the far side, 1 in the slot. Throws back across, and he gets slung down to the ground. Beautiful tackle on the play outside along the numbers. Loss of 3. It looks like Titan Williams might have been in on the tackle. They're going to pull him out. It's going to be third down and a mile to start for Highlands Ranch. The Tigers defense, good opportunity to back them up and force a deep punt here to start the drive and the night of football here at Grand Junction. And 2 wide each side. Tigers. All right. Snap. Looking downfield. He's under pressure. He's in duress. And he finds the sideline and a first down for the Falcons. Fans who made the trip out here to Grand Junction, Colorado, appreciating it. And it's first down Highlands Ranch. All righty. There we go. Pick up a 14 on the play. First down, Falcons. And 2 wide each side. Rylan Hume in the backfield. Takes a snap, fires it out to the far side. It's complete, a slip tackle. Ball is loose. Tigers think they got it. Officials say they do. The ball is punched out on the far side. And the Tigers, along the numbers on the far side of the field, are going to take it away. Highlands Ranch with a good start on offense, and honestly, a good start overall. Just couldn't capitalize. Not good ball security on the far side, and the Falcons turn it over right off the bat. Here's Andrew Neese, the sophomore quarterback coming into his first ever playoff game. Here he goes. He's under center. Handoff, ball's on the ground. And a lineman picks it up for the Tigers. Wow. That was, for the Tigers, 77 on the play. And, excuse me, that is Jaden Perrott, the big offensive lineman, makes the play, saving the Tigers a whole possession. Junction almost gave it back to Highlands Ranch just like that. And here we go. This is a toss play. It's outside. And it's Elias flying back to the line of scrimmage. They'll mark him a yard short of it. It's a pickup of 4. It's going to be, should be second down and long here. Excuse me, no, it's going to be 3rd and 10, yes. Yep, so they're going to mark him pretty much right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Original line of scrimmage. Pickup of 3, and here we go. 3rd and 10, the Tigers Andrew Nace under center. And Santana to his back. Fakes a handoff, goes the other way, some misdirection! Sideline! Slips a tackle! Gone! Oh boy! Here we go! It is Marcus Martinez turning on the afterburners right out of the backfield. And the Tigers have the 6-0 lead, early on here tonight. Marcus Martinez. I also got that one wrong right out of the backfield, and the Tigers early lead. Here is Cooper Fisher for the PAT. Cooper Fisher on for the extra point. It's going to be Isaac Martinez to hold. Hold, kick. Good. And there's McKee putting some trust back in his kicker. Last time Junction was at home, they went for 2 almost every play. And the scoring was Junction needed a comeback late. They ended up winning by a larger score than they could have, but Junction wins that one. Cheyenne Mountain then goes on the road to a very tough place to play in Sand Creek and gets a huge win against the Scorpions and books their ticket to not only the playoffs but a home game and 12th seed overall in the state. And the Tigers looking to defend that and prove to the playoff committee why they're worthy of that seeding. And gonna set it down on a tee. Here's Cooper Fisher gonna try and send it deep. Your score, 9:38 to go in the first quarter, 7-0 Grand Junction, first round playoffs. Highlands Ranch with that first possession. We're moving the ball well, but a big turnover, a completed pass, and outside they went, and a fumble. So that was it for that. Here's Cooper Fisher sending a spinner deep, and it's a nice reception, and here he goes flying up the middle, up to the 35-yard line, first down. It's going to be first down to Highlands Ranch. So to take the field for the second time, it's quarterback Rylan Hume, and he's had a pretty good season for these Falcons. Better position on the field this time for our Highlands Ranch as they were backed up on their 12 for the first drive and now all the way out to the 35 to start. 3 left, 1 right, motioning across the backfield and lines up. And he's a good block out there, but a nice hit. He submarines him out on the outside. It's number 23 in on the tackle for the Tigers, and that is Colton Music flying across. Maybe a yard and a half. They're going to give him a generous yard, and now Highlands Ranch will line up for play 2. It's going to be second and 10, 9, about 9.5. They're going to give him. Can give him the 10, but it's going to really 9. 3 receivers in the diamond to the right and 1 to the left. A little pitch out of the backfield. It's a man-to-man play and a beautiful tackle made. Colton Music knows it. What a huge tackle. He drops him for a loss of 1. It was a 1-on-1 out of the backfield. Colton Music flying across again to make the play. And a huge 3rd and 11 opportunity now for the Tigers defense to get off the field. 3rd and 11. Highlands Ranch has not been in a 3rd and long yet. And excuse me, yes, they were last time. It was 3rd and long, and they threw it out wide in a little window screen and fumbled. We'll see what they go to here on 3rd and long again. And they just a straight drop. He's under pressure, fires over the middle, incomplete. He had number 2 flying across the middle, Grant Admonson flying across the middle, and a very good wide receiver, junior, 6 foot, 155, so a pretty tall and thin wide receiver flying across the middle. But again, Ryan Hume overshoots him by a couple yards, and Junction to receive the punt here, punting for Highlands Ranch. 8. Isaac Martinez going to receive, and Highlands Ranch will let it drop to the 24. So first down, Tigers from the 24-yard line. Their worst field position of the night, but they get the ball back. Stop the Falcons when they need to, and here we go. It's first down, Tigers. And here is Andrew Neese under center. And fakes the toss out wide. Sprints. Floats it. What a pass. Just a little bit in front of him. Drew Marsh shoved to the ground, but no PI, and then it's an incompletion. McKee going to drop the play here for Neese again. 2nd and 10. And it's Elias Morgan and Marcus Martinez checking out of the game, so the Tigers check out 2 running backs. And Santana's going to be in the game now, and you know where the ball's probably going with Andrew Neese in a direct snap formation, but he's just going to hand it off to Matthias Martinez Santana, who plows ahead for 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and 6 here for the Tigers. Big defensive chance for Highlands Ranch, who last time Junction went to the run on 3rd and long. We'll see what McKee does here. 3rd and long again. Junction scored in their last 3rd and long. Andrew Neese in the straight drop in the shotgun. Matthias Martinez Santana to his far side. Here he goes. Motions Paxton Weber across the formation. Here's Paxton Weber running a post. Andrew Neese under pressure. Down he goes. And he's sacked. A little bit slow to get up. Favoring that right leg a little bit as he gets up to the ground. The tackle is actually more around his neck and upper body, but a big defensive play on the sack, and it's a 4th and a mile for Junction. It's 4th and 12. They'll punt it away. Waiting at the 50 for Highlands Ranch High School. It's Grant Admonson, who they've loved to use in the passing game. It's a nice punt. This time it's a long line drive, and it takes just checks up, really. No favorable bounces for either team there. A great punt, though. Martinez downs it at the 35. It's first down, Highlands Ranch. So your first 5 possessions of the game, Highlands Ranch fumble, Junction touchdown, Highlands Ranch 3 and out, Tigers 3 and out. Highlands Ranch possession right now. Junction season ends tonight with a loss, extends to Heritage High School on the road with a win. Next week we'll be covering you on that one. If a Tigers win here tonight, they'll be the 12th seed. Heritage is the 5, awaiting the winner of this one. There's a sprint out play. Looks for the screen. He fires over the middle. Just getting rid of it is Ryan Hume. Ryan Hume was running out of chances in the backfield, and nobody came available over the middle. He just dumps it off. A nice play by the quarterback there. He has made good decisions early on with the football, completing his passes and throwing it away when he needs to. 2nd down and 10 here for Ryan Hume in this Falcon offense. Throw over the middle. It's complete. And wins out of the tackle. And he fumbled it, but it was way out of bounds, and it's going to be a first down, and it's going to be a gain of 13, and it's going to be a first down for Highlands Ranch. First down Falcons here. Highlands Ranch has had Junction a little bit on their heels defensively early on tonight, but the Tigers have made some big plays defensively, which have led to offensive points, and Highlands Ranch has the ball here. Straight drop, pitch to the running back out of the backfield, flag down, and Colton Music swings him out of bounds with a tackle, just grabbing him by the arm. Flag in the backfield, it's going to look like, so maybe a false start here. And officials signaling the penalty on Highlands Ranch. It's going to be a legal shift. Back him up 5. Yes, sir. And there is straight drop here. They might send Dusty. They look like they're gonna. What a pass over the middle. He finds his target. And he's got a first down and a yard more. A beautiful pass there by Hume, and it's first down, Highlands Ranch. Hume playing good to start this ball game for the Falcons, and here he is again with that straight drop set out of the backfield. One is the tailback. 2 wide each side. Junction rushing 5. Under a little bit of rest. Looks to extend the play. Fires it to his receiver. It's a low and incomplete. Looking for Landon Cummings on the play. It's going to be their senior 5'10", 150. It's incomplete, and it's going to be second and long. Grayson Espinoza in coverage on the play. Checking in for Highlands Ranch, Ryan Hume at the play. Ryan Hume throwing back to his back. And that is... And they throw it out wide to him. He has no space. He shakes free. And a little bit of razzle-dazzle in the backfield on Titan. And a good gain there. He's going to pick up a good gain. It's going to be 3rd and 5 here. Another good chance for Junction to get off the field here early on in tonight's ball game here at Stoker Stadium. And here we go. And Ryan Hume has all day to stand in there, and he fires it complete to his target. It's right at the line to gain, and a yard extra. Gain of 6, first down Highlands Ranch. His receiver just took the pass, sat down, and got a first down for the Falcons. Ball spotted at the 29. 10 yards to go. It's 1st and 10 for Highlands Ranch. Ryan Hume And he drops. He fires across the formation, complete. His receiver tried to shake free, but a nice tackle by Isaac Martinez out there. The quarterback, also running back, and he found George West, one of his big targets in the wide receiver room, and pick up a 4. It's 2nd and 6 here for Highlands Ranch. Two to each side, spread out wide, one in the backfield. It's number 7, Landon Cummings. He gets the draw right up the middle, a missed tackle, but then Junction finishes him off after a gain of 3. 3rd down and 3. Zia Morales in on the tackle. 3rd and 3. And here's Ryan Hume in the backfield. Snap. Looks to pass. He's going downfield. Taking a shot. Fires it. And it's incomplete. And there was interference. It looked like even a little bit here. Colton Music in coverage. Ball was out the back of the end zone, so the argument might be that it was an uncatchable pass. 4th down and 3, and the Falcons going to roll out the offense. Highlands Ranch fans who made the trip not amused at the call, and it's understandable why. The non-call, excuse me. And 4th and 3 here, so the Falcons going to roll the dice here early on. Out of field goal range for a high school kicker, and at a spot where you'd love to see them convert here if you're a Falcon. And here he is, dropping the shotgun. Hume fires over the middle. It's complete. 1st down, Highlands Ranch. So they get the conversion they want. Gain of 7 on the completion. It's going to be 1st and 10 here for Highlands Ranch. The 16-yard line. Junction needs to come up with a stop here. Getting backed up deep in their own territory. Falcons playing a great ball game so far. Here's Hume out of the formation, hits his target. And a nice tackle made by Grayson Espinoza out there. And again, hold down. George West on the completion again on that far side. And Highlands Ranch, gain of nothing, 2nd and 10. Checking in with the play, Ryan Hume. Junior quarterback, not a big dude at 5'10", 145, so pretty small quarterback here for Highlands Ranch. Makes him pretty mobile out of the backfield. We haven't seen his mobility yet tonight, really. He's been able to escape the pocket but not really run the ball. Takes a shot over the seam, and it's incomplete. He overthrew his receiver to the outside. That was Grant Admonson, and it's going to be 3rd and long. 3rd and 10 here. The Tigers could use a big stop. We'll see if Highlands Ranch maybe goes. We haven't seen a lot of ground game from them early on, and we saw in the first possessions. On this possession, a lot of passing's been working for Highlands Ranch, about 5 yards at a time, and now we're going to see here if they're going to want to. That little button hook on the outside. They've been loving to do that early on, and here goes Ryan Hume in the backfield. He drops. He's looking in the end zone, and it's incomplete. He was hit by Titan Williams, flag in the backfield, so maybe holding on the offensive line, trying to protect their quarterback. Are you under duress? And it is. It's going to be, and they're going to look at what he wants, and he's going to back him up. That's an interesting decision. It was going to be 4th and 10, and now it's going to be 3rd and 20. So maybe he thinks that there's less of even a field goal threat from right there, and it's going to be 3rd and a mile again. And here is, we'll see what Highlands Ranch draws up here. One thing to point out is that Junction has had a lot of pressure on the quarterback early on. And here's Hume. Snap. Pockets clean. Fires. Incomplete. His receiver should have had it. And that one's Addison on that tight slot on that far side, so they're mixing it up. George West and him, both threats on that side now if they put him over there. Now it's 4th down and 20, and they're going to roll out the offense. So why not? The punt is really way too short to punt. Too long for a field goal, and even a large gain of yardage here kind of works like a good punt here for Highlands Ranch, and we'll see if they can convert. Probably just going to take a shot to the end zone. 3 receivers along the line to the far side, 1 on the inside. It's George West to the inside. And he drops, straight drop, taking a shot at West. Wide open, touchdown. And that was Grayson Espinosa, who got beaten coverage on the play. George West makes it a 7-6 ball game here. Stoker Stadium, late first quarter. And kick on the way, and good. We got a tie game here. Your score, Highlands Ranch 7, Grand Junction 7 with 1:08 to go in the first quarter. Great pass on the play by Ryan Hume, and it is to kick it away for Highlands Ranch. Number 8, Aiden Arnold. And send it deep. Deep number 3, Paxton Weber and Isaac Martinez. And there, Paxton catches off the bounce. Good blocks all the way around. Paxton hits the Jets to the sideline. And he looks like he stepped out of bounds. I do not think there's a flag on the field. First down, Grand Junction. Paxton Weber igniting the crowd again. A little bit dead after that Falcons touchdowns, and they're going to mark the football. At almost the 50. So the ref spotting the ball, and she must have stepped out on that last stride. He was kind of more angling for the sideline there, breaking into his run, and it is first down on the Highlands Ranch 49, first down Grand Junction. Here's a big opportunity for the Junction defense. The Junction offense. And great defense by Highlands Ranch. Number 67 in on the tackle. Loss of 2. Dylan Mata in on the tackle. Loss of 1, excuse me. 2nd and 11. Highlands Ranch defense has played really well so far tonight. Tiger defense as well. Just both teams in a defensive battle here. Andrew Neese trying to find a rhythm here in his first ever playoff game. Sophomore quarterback replacing Will Applegate out of last year's second round exit. Unfortunately with an injury. And here's Isaac hitting the sideline and a nice tackle. Just all that speed, and he picks up 3. Tackle made by Dante, and it's going to be 3rd and 8. And that's it for the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, your score, Highlands Ranch 7, Grand Junction High School 7. We'll pick you up at the start of the second quarter. 3rd and 8 on the opposite side of the field for the Tigers. Drew Marsh in for the score. Grand Junction. What a pass to the outside. It was Andrew Neese. He just took it. Drew Marsh did the rest. We've been waiting to see that explosiveness from Drew Marsh like we saw last year. Drew Marsh, senior year, 6'2", 180. Receiver and tight end out of the backfield. He makes the play, and here's Cooper Fisher on for the PAT. Your score right now, 13-7. Snap. Pulled, kick on the way, and it's blocked. And it is no good, so. And it was Jace Joes in on the tackle, and your score at 11:51 in the second quarter. Grand Junction High School 13, Highlands Ranch High School 7. And Cooper Fisher going to send it deep for the Tigers. Back deep. George West and company for these Highlands Ranch Falcons. And sent deep. Here's Cooper Fisher. A high spiraling kick. Fielded. And runs into good traffic. Way to stand him up for Junction. And gets out to the 30-yard line. First down Falcons. A late flag comes into play. Way after the play, the whistle blew and late flag, and we'll see what the official decide on here. Foul on Highlands Ranch High School. Excuse me, personal foul here. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 16-yard line. So 1st and 10, Highlands Ranch. Falcons, last possession they scored. It's really those little button hook routes on the outside that they were able to create on, and then finished off on the play by a nice throw and catch to the end zone. And Grayson Espinoza beat off the line of scrimmage in coverage, and now here is Ryan Hume thought about going under center. Now he's going to drop straight, and it's a window screen to the outside. And what a play, and then a couple slip tackles, but he's going to step out after a gain of 5. Colton Music shoving him out over there. Gain of 7, they'll give him 7 on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and 3, excuse me. And here's Ryan Hume under with one tailback. It's again number 7, Landon Cummings here. Senior at 5'10", 150. So another small, slippery running back out of the backfield. Here he goes, flying. And a good run for Cummings down the sideline, and eventually gets stood up over there by Isaac Martinez, playing both offense and defense here tonight. And first down, Highlands Ranch. Again, the Falcons already putting together an impressive possession here tonight. Little delayed draw off the far side, and Highlands Ranch gets it out wide, and another big gain for the Falcons. It's first down, Highlands Ranch. And here's a little handoff up the gut after a fake, and there's Landon Cummings driving for a gain of 8. Slight frustration from Landon McKee after the play, and excuse me. And after the run by Landon Cummings, it's 2nd and 2 for Highlands Ranch. There's the fake handoff up the middle. Takes a shot, and wow, he sailed them way deep. It's incomplete. And looking for George West. He also had number 8, who's been kicking, Aiden Arnold, in the area. And third down here and 3. So Highlands Ranch had figured, hey, let's take a shot here on 2nd down. If it doesn't work out, we got 3rd and short, and now they can either run it or go for the pass, but they got 2 receivers to the far side, 1 inside tight. It's George West and a halfback and a fullback in the backfield. Handoff straight to the halfback, a couple missed tackles, and there's a good play by Highlands Ranch, and it's going to be a pickup of good yardage. First down, Cooper Fisher in on the tackle. Titan Williams just off in the backfield, missed, and there's a nice tackle right off the bat. It's a gain of about 2.5 yards here for Highlands Ranch. Excuse me. And moving into the game is George West in for Diego Wong, the junior, and here is Ryan Hume directing his offense here out of the snap. We've seen a good mix of play calls here tonight. Good offensive coordinator and head coach decisions so far for Highlands Ranch, and it's kept him in the ball game here. And straight pressure right off the bat. Here's a little window screen. He's got blockers all over. tried to punch the football out. It was George West on the completion. He's down a little bit slow to get up, but trying to punch it out was, again, looked like Colton Music maybe over there in on the tackle as well. But on our Highlands Ranch first down, a lot of these Falcons fans have made the trip heart skip to beat when they saw the punch and slight movement, but he was able to hold on and drags the corners down to about the 13, 12-yard line here. Going to mark him at the 12, and it's going to be 1st and 10, and first down's on the 2-yard line. Ryan Hume takes a shot over the middle. He sailed his target, and A.J. Schlatter deep in coverage, but he had him if it was lower, and if it was a little bit more centered, then A.J. Schlatter might have had a pick in the end zone, so misses everything. 2nd and 10. Ryan Hume, again, like we mentioned, one fumble on the night for Highlands Ranch, and it did cost him 7, but other than that, great quarterback decisions, great runs, and these receivers are making plays and winning battles on corners they shouldn't be winning tonight. So Junction off a little bit early on. Here's a handoff to the far side. He's wrapped up. It was Landon Cummings out to the far side. They'll mark him for a gain of 2, and it's 3rd and 8 on the 10-yard line. Excuse me, they're going to say no gain on the play. Yeah, they're going to give him 1. They gave him a yard. Maybe a little bit off on the spot there. And it's going to be 3rd and 9.
Here we go, Brandon. Let's hear some noise. It's 3rd down. Let's go, Suction.
And here's a big 3rd and long. Ryan Hume in the backfield. And immediate pressure out to the far side, rolling, firing, tipped up in the air, almost intercepted. A.J. Schlatter got a hand in there. Beautiful coverage on the play downfield. And it's going to be 4th and 9. A.J. Schlatter got a hand in there, chipped it almost to himself. He probably should have had the pick. Obviously, it's hard to hand-eye coordinate when the ball's moving and you're moving the other direction. And A.J. Schlatter deflects it away and complete 4th down. And they're going to go for the field goal on to kick it here for Highlands Ranch. Number 8. Number 8, Aiden Arnold on to hold number 26 for him. Kick up away. Did he hook it or did he hit it? He hit it. And there is a flag on the play, though, so everyone's clap stop. And it looks like maybe an illegal shift on the offense. It is. So another error on Highlands Ranch here. Couple mental mistakes. And now it's going to be even further. It's going to be about a 22 plus the end zone yardage here. And Highlands Ranch, it's Aiden Arnold. He's going to strike it. He's going to hook it. It does not look good. Oh my goodness, he did hit it. Nice hit for Aiden Arnold. It didn't look good at first, and then it curved inside and crossed the crossbar. And Highlands Ranch High School makes it a 3-point game off the field goal. The last time we saw a field goal kicked against the Tigers here, it was Durango's High School's fabulous kicker who strolled in, and Junction's homecoming got beat pretty good by Durango, who they would see if they made the 3rd round of the playoffs. Again, here back in Junction for another fight against the Durango Demons, who have earned their way to a bye. But packed house here tonight for some Friday Night Lights in the playoffs on a chilly November evening. Highlands Ranch High School good on the field goal, so a PAT and a field goal both good here for Aiden Arnold, who has been successful tonight. He's been in the passing game. He's been everywhere for Highlands Ranch. And again, Rylan Hume not taking sacks here, but also making good plays out of the pocket. And here's Aiden Arnold to send it deep, back deep for the Tigers. Paxton Weber, Isaac Martinez and company. And refs give the signal, you're good to go. And Aiden Arnold sends it a squib kick, and it hops into the arms of, I think it might have been, yeah, it looks like Dusty Harris out there. Excuse me, Titan Williams. He plows over a couple defenders for Highlands Ranch, and it's going to be first down Grand Junction off the bounce, and first down the 39, so Highlands Ranch takes the loss in yardage instead for a different look, because last time Paxton Weber almost house called the kickoff, so didn't like what they saw there, and makes the executive decision as a coaching staff to instead squib it and just force Junction to take the loss of the play. Here's a nice block out of the backfield, and oh, Marcus Martinez had room, but tripped up on a shoestring tackle. Will pick up 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Marcus Martinez again trying to look for the edge. He already has 1 touchdown on the night. Has had a pretty amazing season so far. And obviously Isaac Martinez, a junior, and Matthias Martinez Santana, a senior. So trying to add those additions to the running back room. Elias Morgan, a junior. So building those roots in this running back room here for the Tigers, and it's a short gain, and it's going to be 3rd down and 3rd and 6. It's going to be another gain of 2. Highlands Ranch fans here on the road making noise as big opportunity for their defense to get off the field. The Tiger O here, looking to convert and keep this possession going. Here is Andrew Neese, rolls right out of the snap, takes a shot wide open, right in the arms of Jed Klinger. See you later. Touchdown Grand Junction. And you see why they put their faith in this quarterback. They had 3 options at the beginning of the season. Andrew Neese just creating offense. Jed Klinger had the corners beat by a mile. And Jed in for another huge touchdown. And our senior that Junction's looking to find a way to replace. And sometimes these are replaceable guys in the receiving room that are going to be huge losses at the end of the year. Junction extends the lead. It's 19-10 now. And Jed Klinger has some big touchdowns last game here against Cheyenne Mountain. Had a couple 2-point conversion attempts successful because of him and Paxton Weber's creativity out of the backfield. And here's Cooper Fisher on for the PAT. It's a fake, and they sell him completely, and it's good. What a fake by the Tigers. They answer the field goal, get 1 of those points back. And now your score, 21, Grand Junction, 10, Highlands Ranch High School. We'll take a short break, but when we come back, Highlands Ranch to receive the football out of the half as well. See you then. Kick sent deep by the Tigers, muffed. And he gets absolutely laid out couple late hits there by Junction. Tigers get up. Play is shaken off, and refs blowing whistles from the middle of the field. And Grant Admonson on the kick return, he muffed it and got back on it, picked it up, and got laid out. And the Tigers here have a big chance to get defensive stop. They get the ball out of the locker room. Highlands Ranch right now has a big opportunity to get themselves back in the ball game. It's been the George West and Ryan Hume show. Some big plays by Landon Cummings as well. And there's a draw play to Landon Cummings, who gets through that first level of the Tiger defense. And then Eliza Morales, the safety, comes up to make the play. The junior at 5'9", 160. And second down and 7. It's 2nd and 8. They're going to mark him at 7 on the scoreboard. So we'll roll with it on our scoreboard. It looks like 2nd and 8, but really doesn't matter a lot here. 2nd and long. Ryan Hume in the backfield again with a tailback. It's Landon Cummings. We'll see if they go to the run again. Junction fires off the blocks pretty well, but then Landon Cummings again out of the backfield, and he's got another big first down for Highlands Ranch. Their top 4 players coming in big tonight from all different positions, and it shows early on. And the Falcons hanging around here on the Tigers, and more of a shootout game than we expected here tonight. Breaks the huddle. Here is Rylan Hume. They've taken some shots downfield, completed a couple, overthrown a couple. And here's Hume with Landon Cummings in the backfield. Junction fires off the blocks, fakes the run, throw out wide. Good completion. And then we'll see if they'll mark him short of the first down. They will. They're going to give him a really rough spot here. They're going to mark him way short of the first down. They're going to give him 4 yards short, 2nd down and 6. 4:39 to go in this quarter. Junction leads 21-10 at Stoker Stadium at home in the playoff first round. It's going to be 2nd and 3, excuse me. Gave him 6 yards in the play. And spread out wide here to the far side. To the inside, one on the far side. And here is the snap, handoff, Russell down, a beautiful tackle. They should mark him about a loss of a yard, and they will. And the handoff right up the middle to Landon Cummings. They weren't going to let it happen again. It's been happening the last few plays. And now it's going to be 3rd and 4. And a big position for the Junction defense to get a stop, maybe try and get a score, and then they get the ball out of the locker room as well. They deferred the first kickoff here tonight, as Highlands Ranch has been playing tough against the 12th ranked team in the playoffs entering. Again, they'd play Heritage High School with a win tonight, focused on right now. And 3rd and 4, here's a big chance for the defense to get off the field for the Tigers. And they go. They fire. What a catch! And they grab him by his jersey, but George West on the completion, and a first down for Highlands Ranch. Another one of those button routes. Got hit with a well-timed hit while he's catching the football. And still hangs on, and it's first down Highlands Ranch. And then there's a handoff right up the middle, and Landon Cummings with the carry. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Titan Williams. Yep, just a little bit off on his blitz. They've really liked him, using him to shoot the gaps in the backfield. They've sent him up the middle a couple times, but again, just a little bit off. Highlands Ranch kind of countering by going up the middle. So just kind of moving one over. So like we said, Titan Williams right there, and now this time they send him, and it's a great play by George West. George West hits the sideline. Junction's got coverage over there, and they lay him out of bounds, and a couple flags here as he gets shoved down, and it's going to be a flag on Titan Williams here as he was over there making the play. Just shy, he was out of bounds. The hit was late, and they're going to ask for medical trainers here. So, and I think that's George West. I'm not sure. Highlands Ranch is going to be put at the 14-yard line. And a rough decision again by Junction. And those hits have, and those late hits and not just slight mistakes have really hurt them all season long and have caused some games that they could have won by more, and just in all sorts of situations have not helped the Tigers at all. Couple games in Denver North, couple of these type penalties, but again, and it was George West, so he's going to walk off on his own power, take off the helmet, wobbling a little bit from right to left, drops his mouth guard. We'll see if they're going to review him for concussion protocol here, or see what they'll do as the training staff walks him off the field. And George West, who has had a great game so far for Highlands Ranch. They've used him a little bit in the passing game, running game. Has a touchdown for the Falcons, and 2:17 to go in the second quarter. He's going to get off the field. So great to see George West up and feeling better here. Gets his helmet down, take a seat on the bench, and they're going to look him over. And thrown up in the trash can. He looks like he's probably concussed here. And there's a nice handoff down the sideline and gone. Landon Cummings on the very next play. And there's a late flag here. It's going to probably be excessive celebration here on the Falcons, and either way, the touchdown's going to stand. And officials and Highlands Ranch coaching staff talking it over. Probably the touchdown's going to stand. Look at extra celebration here. Current score, 21-10 if the touchdown is not called on, but if it is, it's 21-16. Officials talking over with the Highlands Ranch head coach, and officials moving the way of Landon McKee, and we're going to see if Junction wants to back him up here for excessive celebration on the kickoff or on the PAT. Landon McKee probably says, roll out the PAT and it's fine. We'll take a better field position here. And it's going to be, it's going to be excessive celebration on Highlands Ranch. Touchdown stands, and we'll see where they enforce the penalty. taking the ball here, going for two. And here is Ryan Hume. He flushes out of the pocket, getting trailed, and it's complete for two. Another flag. And the pass was completed to Armand Gallegos, receiver we haven't heard from yet tonight. Frustration here from the Highland Ranch fans. It's going to be holding on the Falcons, and they're going to back him up. And they're probably just going to kick the extra point here. And the PAT is good. And so, instead of 21-18, it's going to be 21-17 off the penalty. And that penalty for excessive celebration should be enforced on the kickoff. Costly personal foul for Grand Junction. The Tigers give up the extra yardage. Highlands Ranch starts on within the 20 and easily scores. So in a game where Junction and Highlands Ranch have both been penalized pretty heavily, the Tigers have the 21-17 lead. Will get the ball out of the locker room. McKee would probably like to go put up a touchdown here to end the half and see if they can get something going right out of the locker room as well. Kicking off from the 25, so obviously that deep kickoff is the penalty for the excessive celebration call. And kicking off for the Falcons is Aiden Arnold, who has not really screwed up anything tonight. And we'll see if they'll just squib it again after Paxton Weber burned them. And there is our squib kick. This one hops. And Titan Williams gets it to the 50, stood up right there. And they'll mark him right on the 50-yard line. First down, Tigers, 2:10 to work with. Andrew Neese has had a pretty good night so far. Couple mistakes in the sacks that he has taken, but finding Jed Clear on that last possession for a wide open score, and the Tigers here. Ball going to be spotted at the 50. It's first down, Tigers. George West probably out for the rest of the game. As an update on him, he took that hit on the sideline, which did lead to the Highlands Ranch score. That 15-yard extra penalty, a little bit of a late hit. He took kind of a shove, kind of twisted him around, and he, under concussion protocol, he's going to stay out for the rest of the night. So, and there's a nice run, bouncing off the tacklers, dragging the defense. It's Matthias Martinez Santana. Gain of 11, first down, Grand Junction. And the clock is rolling. Gain of 11, first down, Grand Junction. Andrew Neese and the offense taking their time. They don't want to give Highlands Ranch an arc possession, but here is Elias Morgan checking in, and there goes Matthias Martinez Santana. So watch out for the pass play here. They're in a pass pro style offense. Got three receivers spread out across the formation on the far side. Nobody into the inside. Elias Morgan in the backfield in the shotgun. Andrew Neese takes a snap, looking, finds nothing. He oversails Elias Morgan. Overestimated a little bit. Second and 10. So McKee using it as a little bit of a clock stopper. It's going to be second and 10 here, but Junction has the ball on the Highlands Ranch 40 with 1:22, so pretty good timing here. If Junction can put together a possession here, going to the halftime, up and receiving the ball in the second half. Highlands Ranch hanging around tonight, playing a really good ball game. And Andrew Neese extends, looks, fires downfield, into coverage. Oh, Paxton Weber had it. He was in double coverage. He just couldn't bring it in. The ball was bouncing around between him and the defender. It was Aiden Arnold, who is the kicker, a receiver, and plays corner for him. He's done it all so far tonight. And Aiden Arnold in on the coverage on Paxton Weber with support over there as well. Eventually knocks it away. It's 3rd and 10 for Grand Junction with 1:14 to go in this first half. We'd like to remind you, yes, the Tigers do get the ball out of the locker room. Highlands Ranch lost the coin toss. Junction deferred, as most teams do in this stage and age of football. And here's Andrew Neese. Fakes a handoff. Quarterback draw right up the middle, and he's dragged down. And Highlands Ranch probably going to call timeout. And this defense making some big stands. Timeout, Grand Junction. Interesting. Junction burning their own timeout here. It really, really favors Highlands Ranch if they don't pick this up. But we're going to see. It's kind of in a team where place where both teams want the ball, but Junction really doesn't want to turn it over here. See if they can get something outside, or if they could go. Flea Flicker worked a couple times a couple weeks ago and didn't really roll it out against Sand Creek. Last week they found a lot of success in the rushing game, and Sand Creek's defense really couldn't ever adjust. But they've had a lot of success in these deep shots downfield as well tonight, so we'll see if that's something they go to. Highlands Ranch defense has played pretty well tonight, holding the Tigers 21 points in the first half. But big play situations, we've seen a little bit here and there. Here is Andrew Neese firing the outside. It's a pitch. Whoa! Elias Morgan gone. Nobody in the area. Are you kidding me? Where did they find that in the old rusty playbooks? I cannot believe it. I think it was Marsh who caught it and then pitched it back to Elias Morgan. It was pretty much instantaneous out of the air. Marsh was being brought to the ground. It was obviously a design play because Marsh caught it and brought it in about a second after it was caught. And then pitched it to Elias Morgan. Nobody's watching him. He had a running start out of the backfield. Nobody was catching him. It's gone. And the Tigers here with 55 seconds to go in the half have reclaimed an 11-point lead. Cooper Fisher good on the PAT. And your score with 55 seconds to go in the half, Grand Junction 28, Highlands Ranch High School 17. Highlands Ranch High School will kick to start the second half. Tigers to receive. That was a great possession for the Tigers, who would like to tack on more going to the locker room, but they did leave some time on the clock, and we've seen crazier things happen than a possession and a touchdown, or at least a field goal. And we've seen Aiden Arnold kick a field goal already tonight. So he is 2 for 2 on PATs and a field goal, and has been great in the punching game as well. So Highlands Ranch High School will be willing to kick. The field goal target lines around that 25-yard line with good wind conditions. So the wind here tonight pretty calm in the Grand Valley. Not a lot of wind at all. And so about the 25-yard line is max field goal range for Highlands Ranch. And Cooper Fisher descended deep. And it's a pretty good kick. It's going to sail out of bounds, though. It hits at about the 7. Flag comes out, and Highlands Ranch will get the ball here. No shot at a return, but Highlands Ranch was still all 3 of their timeouts. So they got 55 seconds, 3 timeouts. Ball will be spotted at the 35. So 3 timeouts, ball at the 35. Field goal target line's about the 25 for Ian Arnold. And what we did not expect to see is George West on the field. And I think he is to your inside slot. So they're going to roll him out for a couple plays, see how he's feeling. Threw up a couple times after taking that late hit on the sideline, which gave Highlands Ranch that most recent touchdown. Here's a straight drop, fires over the seam. It's complete on the button. The button round, there's a completion. Flying the sideline, down the sideline. Slips a tackle, big play. Timeout, Falcons. Armando Gallegos on the completion. And again, Ryan Hume standing in on the pocket. Junction has done pretty good with pressure so far tonight. Just haven't gotten a lot of sacks. Or Titan Williams just a skip of a beat off looking for those sacks. And so the Tigers here give up a big play on first down. The Falcons on the Grand Junction High School 33, excuse me. And first down, Highlands Ranch after the timeout. And here's the straight drop. Taking a shot over the middle. It's that button route again. And a couple slip tackles. And there is, again, Armando Gallegos down to the 20-yard line. And timeout Highlands Ranch again. And so now with 1 timeout left, the Falcons are, again, now they're in field goal range. He had a 20 from the 22-yard line just a short time ago. 2 for 2 on the PATs, and now Highlands Ranch with 35 seconds to work with. 1 timeout, looking for the end zone now. Here to draw closer before the half. Junction trying to keep him out of there. Obviously a big difference in the score, 11-point lead, or just what could be a 7 or a 6-point lead going into the half. Tigers will receive the ball out of the locker room. 1 timeout left, 34 seconds to go, and Highlands Ranch's George West, who looked like he was major done for tonight, has made his way back in the ball game, and it's Armando Gallegos, one of their other targets. We haven't heard from Grant Admonson in a while either, so weapons all over the receiver room for Highlands Ranch High School, and we'll see what they can do here with a short time to go in the half and good field position here. 20-yard line, 1 timeout, 34 seconds. We'll see what they can do. Throwing their quarterback, Ryan Hume, the junior, in a spot where he can thrive tonight with great weapons in the receiver room. Here's pressure off the middle. First, intercepted! He's got space. He cuts to the left. Throws on a juke. Down the sideline. To the 50. Dragged down there. Landon McKee gives a clap. And it's first down, Junction. The first big mistake by Ryan Hume tonight. That's the second turnover on the game for Highlands Ranch. Maybe it was a missed route and Hume thought his receiver was cutting under or something like that. It seems like a pretty clear miss. Hume misses his target big time, and the Tigers turn the ball over. The Falcons, turn the ball over. Junction has a chance to extend. They got 20 seconds and 2 timeouts. About 3 shots, maybe 4 shots at the end zone here. Maybe try and pick up the first down, get a little bit closer, call timeout, and then maybe a little flea flicker or something like that. They were just able to hit it with, Elias Morgan and Drew Marsh on that little flea flicker. Now here's a little counter action. He slips through a tackle, moves the pile forwards. And McKee calls timeout. McKee pointing at the clock. Where will they spot it? They'll spot it at 12 seconds, so we'll see if Junction wants to go one more passing play and then take a shot at the end zone after they call timeout, or if they want to go 2 shots at the end zone and not really spend the timeout. Or maybe across the middle for like a 20-yard gain and then see if they can get it in after that. You're obviously expecting Highlands Ranch to play a very big zone defense. Junction breaks the huddle quickly out of the timeout. McKee has a play for the situation. He's been an amazing coach in his 5-year tenure here with Grand Junction High School in the football department, turning things around 3 years ago in a 1-11 program, very much struggling to even get wins. Now 8-2 for the last 2 years, and now in the first round playoffs hosting games. Now here's a pitch outside. Paxton Weber is looking for the toss. There's a flag in the backfield, and Paxton Weber shakes and bakes. Tackle is made on him. Anywho, there is a flag here for flag in the backfield. Paxton Weber limping off the field. Oh my goodness. Now this is not good at all. He looks pretty hurt, and they're going to walk him to the bench, limping off and getting a shoulder lift to the sideline, and it's going to be holding on the offense. So with 30 seconds to go in the half, we'll see if Grand Junction just takes a knee and goes to the locker room here. They were looking for Paxton Weber, who's proved he can throw on those flea flicker plays, on those little pitches outside, and he did it a lot of times to Shine Mountain, but Highlands Ranch a quick adjustment. So good coaching and decisions, and they're only going to rush 3 here. I wouldn't be surprised if Andrew Niche just takes a knee. And they just blow the whistle. Junction, they're just going to call the half. And at the end of the half, it's 28-17. Junction to receive. We'll pick you up at the end of the first half. Thanks for tuning in. We look to your viewership the second half. In the meantime, enjoy the halftime show presented by GJHS, Palms, Cheer, and the band. We'll see you at the end of the half. Just getting about ready to start this second half from Grand Junction High School. Stoker Stadium in the Grand Valley, here come your Tigers. Grand Junction leads the ball game 28-17. We'll receive the second half kickoff. We'll pick you up at that point. Gonna get some pre-half stretches and stuff in, and warm-ups over with. We'll pick you up at the start of the second half. Thanks for tuning in, and go Tigers. And here we go. Second half underway. Aiden Arnold to kick it away, and the third quarter And we're started. It's a squib kick. Takes a couple nice hops. Paxton Weber in street close, so he won't go for the rest of the night. Here's a nice return and making a nice hit. And Titan Williams a little slow to get up, but he is up and doing fine. Took a shot to the stomach, and Junction will get the ball here. 34-yard line. Start the second half. 1st and 10. Andrew Neese loses a weapon in the receiver room, but you still got Drew Marsh, Jed Klieger out there. Big time play guys who are looking to extend the Tiger lead here. Get to going here in this second half. Here we go. Tigers, Falcons. Let's do it. 4A state playoffs. Here's Andrew Neese. Fakes the handoff. Quarterback keeper. Has room. No hold. Makes the hit. Rolls out of bounds. Rolls out with 4. And the Tigers, you're going to see a lot of that kind of play here in the second half. Maybe some counter action, a couple flea flickers, which they've hit Jet on in plays in the past. But the downfield one-to-one threats take more of a hit with that play. And now you see Drew Marsh checking out for the play. And so Jed Klieger, the big opportunity receiver out. Andrew Neese under center. It's almost 100% they're running here. Motions. And they do. They go to the counter. And there's a good run for Elias Morgan. He picks up a first down. He just slipped through all the tackles. Good yeah, of course. It looked like he was going to be stopped after just a short gain, but Elias Morgan just kind of waiting for lanes to open up, found his way through, weaved for a first down Grand Junction. Good start for Elias Morgan and this Tiger offense in the second half. Like we said, possessions tilted more to the running game now. Here is a handoff again, but a lane up the middle. And there is a lane and a big one and a big run. Matthias Martinez Santana setting records in the state of Colorado with his 100-yard punt return touchdown a couple weeks ago. Isaac Martinez. And now Matthias Martinez on the carry. And it's going to be first down in Grand Junction. Of course, and 70 yards, put 1,000 yards for Martinez on the night, and here's a stiff arm, and Matthias Martinez, and he goes for a good gain. It's going to be a gain of 9, flag on the play on the far side. Trying to get the attention. Illegal shift on the offense. That's the 4th illegal shift tonight. 3 on the Falcons of Highlands Ranch High School and first one on the Tigers. Both teams being penalized a lot tonight. Some self-inflicting penalties. And it backs up the Tigers and deletes a good run from Santana. Now it's going to be 1st and 15. And they're going to move the hash marks left to right. Matthias Martinez, 70 yards from 1,000 coming into the night. And here's a big run. A stiff arm. Marcus Martinez stumbling over the defense. 1st and goal. Grand Junction to the 9. Marcus Martinez denied just about every one of those Highlands Ranch defenders who tried to bring him down. And young number 22 for the Tigers. Just the sophomore picking up the slack in the running back room, and it looks like Landon McKee is looking at the end of this season, somebody who he can really rely on in the running back room coming into his next years. Here's the Grand Junction head coach. Here's Andrew Neese under center, takes the draw, snap, fires to the end zone, open, touchdown. Drew Marsh into the end zone, touchdown, Grand Junction, tack on 6 to that. And the Tigers now lead the ball game 34-17. Looking to extend it with an extra point or get up to 37 with a 2. They have the offense on the field. No, never mind. It's the kicking team on the field. Excuse me, and it's Cooper Fisher on the field for the PA team. They did do the fake last time. It worked to a T. And now this time, Cooper Fisher will strike it, kick it. It is good. It climbs up and in. He didn't get a lot of lift on it, but it's up and through. And Cooper Fisher has been great on the evening. Hasn't missed a kick. And the Tigers now lead it. They did have one blocked. As far as Cooper's sake, though, not really his fault, but 35-17, the Tigers responded to Highlands Ranch's great first half performance, come out of the locker room, put up another touchdown and the extra point to go with it, 35-17. Cooper Fisher going to kick it away as well. Back deep for Highlands Ranch. It's number 3, George West, number 2, Grant Addison, and company back for the Falcons. Kicking away for the Tigers, obviously Cooper Fisher. From his left, Preston Fife, and to his right, Titan Williams, and here we go. Looks left, looks right. Puts his hand up and sends it away. A nice kick this time. Drills it all the way down to the 8. And there's a nice tackle. And they're going to mark him. No flags on the play, by the way. And we'll see where the marking is. But not a huge return there. They're going to mark him on the 24-yard line, just short of the 25. And here is the offense for the first time in the second half for Highlands Ranch High School, Rylan Hume, who's had a great night so far. In the first half, a costly mistake at the end, a pick, but it didn't result in the Tiger point. So, in fact, it hurt Junction more. Paxton Weber injured on the next play, and here he is taking a shot downfield, major pass interference. And it was Isaac Martinez smoked off the line of scrimmage, and the Tiger defense again with getting tangled up, and down goes the receiver. Pass interference on the defense, 15 yards, automatic first down for the Falcon offense. Going to mark out the penalty yardage here. Second pass interference on the Tigers. A big-ish missed call in the first half. The ruling was that it was out of the back of the end zone and uncatchable, and that was the result in that non-pass interference call. But again, a couple of costly penalties on the Tigers and a free 15 yards, and there's a run right up the middle. It's Landon Cummings right up the middle for 3. Titan Williams in on the tackle. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Number 90 also in on there, Caleb Chenoweth. And the Tigers looks like they jumped off sides. No call. And they did majorly jump off sides. And here is Rylan Hume. Tigers have escaped with a couple penalty calls as well tonight. There's a nice play by George West, and he scampers out. And another big first down for the Falcons. Communicating in the play from the sideline. And they're just going to go hurry up offense here and see what they can do. Going to go to the line of scrimmage, communicate the play, make sure everyone's set. Rylan Hume, again, with just that tailback set they've been working with all night. They haven't run the shotgun hardly at all, and there's a handoff just up the middle, and it's to Cummings, who scampers ahead for a good gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Caleb Chenoweth in on the tackle, and number 90, Caleb, in on the tackle. Chinwith. Again, just with a halfback, and this time it's a straight drop and immediate pressure, and he scampers out with a gain of 1, maybe 2. We'll see where they mark him. They won't even give him anything. So another rough spot. It's going to be 3rd and 6 here. And here's 3rd and long for Highlands Ranch High School. And a straight drop, and he fires over the middle, and it's again George West, and another first down for the receiver who went down earlier, but he has had some big plays tonight. He has a touchdown on the night, and another one of those button-hook outside routes, and it's another first down for Highlands Ranch. Moving the ball with a good pace, not too fast, and they've had successful drives all night. A couple costly penalties and turnovers are the gap right now, but Highlands Ranch has played pretty well. Here's a straight drop into a nice play, and number 13 on the completion. It's Armando Gallegos, and completion out of the 30, and it's a gain of 8. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Landon Cummings, number 7, also in on the play. And here is 3rd down and 2. Pass batted down on the previous play. Checking George West out to the far side, as well as kicker Aiden Arnold, who is playing all over the field tonight. And 2 wide receivers split to each side, 2 in entire formation on the inside. 1 tailback is Landon Cummings. And there's straight drop and the pass out wide. Cummings first down. And a great play again, and good smart decision making by Rylan Hume not to take off and just dump it off to his running back, who kind of designed a little play to that outside, just moving him out of the backfield after pressure was sent by Junction off the far side. Again, Titan Williams has been just a split second behind the play all night long, resulting in not a lot of sack opportunities for the Tigers, where they've been great. The defensive line's been great all season. They've been getting the jump. But there is Landon Cummings dragging the pile for another big gain. Gain of 8. 3rd and 2. Excuse me, 2nd and 2. Gain of 7. 2nd and 3, excuse me. Cooper Fisher also over there, 43 Cooper Fisher. And here's a straight drop. He looks, he fires, knocked away. Good defense there by Colton Music in on the play. We called his name a couple times the first quarter, haven't really heard from him since, and now Colton Music making a couple big plays. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Excuse me, 3rd and 3, so another big opportunity in the short yard situation, but last time they went to Landon Cummings out of the backfield, let Junction send the pressure that they've been trying to do on 3rd and long, and Landon was just able to get wide open and step out of bounds with the first down. Here's Landon in the backfield behind his quarterback. Takes a shot over the middle. It's complete. Activates. And Grant Admonson with the completion. They'll mark him at the 8. Titan Williams at the tackle. A pretty good immediate tackle, but Admonson had a lot of room out there after he shaked off safeties and corners in the area, and it's first and goal from the 8. A big chance for Junction to stop Highlands Ranch from getting in the end zone. Highlands Ranch, though, has taken a lot of time off, but points are worth it to him, and here he is drawing the far side, firing, incomplete. Looking for Arnold, Aiden Arnold, the kicker, receiver, and backup quarterback. Grayson Espinoza in coverage knocks it away. Aiden Arnold wasn't really able to get anything on it. And second and goal from the 8. A big defensive opportunity here for the Tigers. Kind of put this game not away, but really control it here. If a turnover on downs or an interception, straight drop, fires, touchdown. Landon right out of the backfield. It's Landon Cummings to the house. And Highlands Ranch is right back in it. They've been really liking that route for Landon, just that straight out of the backfield movement, and he walks in for the score, and Highlands Ranch is going to draw within 12, likely go for 2 here to make it a 10-point game. Their kicker has been great all night, but they're going to go for 2 here. They're going to do it on the right hash from the 3-yard line is where the ball is always spotted on that 2-point attempt. And here is Landon Cummings in the backfield and Rylan Hume in the quarterback position. And Rylan Hume, a straight drop, finds Cummings, but he nails a player. And he dives in. And it's good. And a little slow to get up, walking slowly off the field, but he made the hit, took the hit to make the play, essentially. Gets in. So for the first time in this half, Junction will receive the ball. 5:47 to go in the third quarter. Receive the ball for the second time, excuse me. That is correct. They did get the ball to start the second half. Went down, drived it. Tigers here got to put some points up on the board and create some opportunities. Take some time off the clock here with the 10-point lead and getting the ball, but Highlands Ranch answers Junction's first score of the half with 8 of their own. Make sure they're onside. Checks with officials. They are. Highlands Ranch sends it deep in. Arnold skips it through. They throw the flag. It's going to be out of bounds at the 1. They're going to spot him out of bounds at the 1 here. First down at the 35 for the Tigers after the kick out of bounds penalty. And Grand Junction with the football on the 35. unplugged. And didn't complete on the play. Looking downfield. Penalty. And it's going to be pass interference on the defense. It looks like it could have been picked. Then it looks like it could have been caught. And the defender arrived before the football. And it's a penalty on the defense. And first down Highlands Ranch. Who's drawn these penalties all night long. And the Falcons get a first down. Here's Ryan Hume in the shotgun. Takes the shot downfield, looking for his target. Wide open. And it's George West. He's got a step. Can he score? He can. And wow. It's the Tiger herd on the field. We haven't even seen the touchdown call yet. And so no confirmation of the touchdown. They're trying to get the medical training staff over there. They have confirmed it on the main scoreboard. So yeah, touchdown Highlands Ranch. And Tiger defender hurt on the play on the far side. Isaac Martinez down. So unfortunately, in this first round playoff game, the Tigers kind of dropping like flies right now in these big play positions and set it up for the PAT here. Highlands Ranch, maybe they'll go for two. It's giving them, as the medical training staff works on Isaac Martinez, will step aside. It was, yes, it was George West on the score. Big passing play, broken coverage on the back end, and now the Tigers just waiting on Isaac Martinez, and this could become it is a one-score game. It could become a field goal game with a 2-point conversion success here if they choose to go for it, which likely they will. And as we wait on Isaac Martinez, we'll step aside. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in a moment. And good news, Isaac Martinez back up. They got him on the medical training bench on the far sideline. Looks like maybe a right leg issue as he was trying to get back in the play and make the play. And we're going to see here. They're going to go for one. They're going to go for the PHE, but watch the fake. This is a big opportunity, and the extra point is good. So Highlands Ranch High School, with 2:43 to go in this third quarter, they have it as a field goal game. The Junction offense is trying to do something here and have not been able to really in that second half, except for that first possession. You got Paxton Weber with crutches. You got Isaac Martinez just going down in coverage, and he's hurt. So it's really going to be on the hands of these young guys. Elias Morgan got some experience, and Drew Marsh as a senior, and Matthias Martinez. You're going to have to rely on your go-to guys who have made big plays all year long, but they're going to have to. It's only a 3-point ball game, and it's kind of time for Junction to reset here. Up by only 3 points, receiving the ball with 2:43 to go in the third quarter. Back deep for the Tigers, Matthias Martinez. And watch out for this squib kick. They've proved they can do that tonight. They've decide that's more important, but we'll see if they send it deep without that threat of Paxton Weber back there, and they do. And it takes a hop, and not a good decision. What a bad decision by Matthias Martinez Santana deep. He should have just let it take its hop out of bounds. It would have been a penalty. Tigers would have had it on the 35. Now he strolls out with it, tried to return it, made a late second split decision, and it's just been a series of slight mental errors all night for the Tigers. And now it's starting to result on the scoreboard. Now they'll start on their own 3-yard line. Wow. The last time we saw safety against this Junction team is in the Fruta game where they lost 10-7 in a defensive battle here at Stoker. They beat Fruta last year on a higher scoring game, but this year is more of a defensive battle. Less experience on the offense, and nothing ever went the Tigers' way, really. And now you got Andrew Neese under center. We'll see if they just try and get off their own goal line here. Here's the fake, the draw, the pitch. And a nice... And it was Marcus... Yep, Marcus Martinez on the carry. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. So now we're going to see if they want to do like some kind of window screen here to get some guys open here. They still got Isaac Martinez over there on the medical table working on him. And in the meantime, it's Andrew Neese. Makes the handoff. Cut back. Nice run. He's got space up the middle. Big gain. 1st down, Tigers. They finally get off their own goal line, create space. Matthias Martinez Santana says 1st down. And it is. 27 yards on the carry on a big downward Junction. Just needed a play like that to get off their own goal line. Now we can really look at the passing game. Andrew Neese. Flag down on the field. We're going to see what this is called on. And they're going to signal a penalty on the Tigers. 1st and 15. Andrew Neese under center. 1:30 to go in the 3rd. Andrew Neese looking to float it over his target. No one there. Incomplete. 2nd and 15. Looking for Drew Marsh. Great coverage by Highlands Ranch, and it's 2nd and 15. Nobody was sold on the play. They're kind of just looking for a layered throw over the top. Nobody available, and Andrew Neese sails his target. Second and 15. Andrew Neese. Snap. Looking, extending, outside. Firing downfield and almost intercepted. I'm not sure if it was, I think it was knocked down, and it's going to be 3rd and 15. And Jed Klieger is looking for downfield, extending the play. Now it's 3rd and 15 in Junction. Needs to convert here to really extend this game here. And the Tigers have struggled tremendously out of the gates of the second half. The defense has lost players. The offense has lost players. And now with all these injuries, you just need somebody to come up with a big play. Matthias Martinez Santana was able to. A second ago, Jed Klieger communicating a little bit of a defensive breakdown outside. Here's Andrew Neese. Takes the snap. Fires. Drew Marsh. Tackle made. Gain of 2 on the play. 4th and 13. And the Tigers will have to punt it away again. Highlands Ranch has all the momentum. They're fired up. And this team, who is down big time, 35-17, has come all the way back. And now Junction with injuries. Highlands Ranch with all the momentum has really taken over the ball game. Standing at his own 40, Grant Admonson. And it's a fake! It's a fake punt! There it goes! Down the sideline! First down, Tigers! And Landon McKee pulls out the trick or treat bag. And that one is a king-size candy bear they found with A.J. Schlutter for the big gain. First down. Highlands Ranch fans saw it. Landon McKee takes advantage of the Highlands Ranch just excitement overall around the play. They thought they were getting the football back. Everyone had already switched to the next possession and having the football. Extreme frustration. And first down, Grand Junction. And here is Grand Junction's Andrew Neese motioning out, looking, trying to fire downfield. Immediate pressure. He's going to hang on the football, get a big gain out of it. Scampers out with, he's either going to be just shy or he's going to have a first down. Where's the spot going to be? Either inches short or nope. They're marking him first down. The marker says first down. The sticks haven't moved. Now they're going to mark him just like a half-yard back. And 6 inches short here for the Tigers. Andrew Neese under center. Matthias Martinez Santana, who is back. He gives a handoff. Matthias Martinez throws a stiff arm. Jukes a defender. See you later. Matthias Martinez. Excuse me, Elias Morgan. Throwing on the skills there. And he scores for the Tigers. And Grand Junction jumps out in front by more. See, we time out Grand Junction, so I'm not sure why they burned a timeout. Miscommunication on the play. And 41-32 the score. And miscommunication, so McKee probably not going to be happy with his team after forcing to use a timeout on something that should just be a procedural play, or maybe we'll see if Junction goes for a fake extra point. We'll see what they do here. miss again. Yeah, like Paxton Weber and Isaac Martinez out. So
They were missing their field goal kicker and their quarterback, which, one of the two would have been out.
Paxton Weber and, I repeat, Isaac Martinez both out. So both receivers, big threats on the 2-point attempt. But Landon McKee says, why not? And he rolls out his team to go for 2 here. Extended to a 43-32 game. It'd be a touchdown 2 and a field goal for Highlands Ranch to come back if they do get it. And there's a fake. Rolling out, Andrew Neese trying to extend, floats it, and just over the arms of Elias Morgan. So your score at 11:46 to go in the fourth quarter. Grand Junction High School 41, Highlands Ranch High School 32. So a high-scoring ball game so far. And Cooper Fisher will kick for the Tigers, and we'll pick you up when that happens. That's for right now. Thanks for joining and watching the ball game tonight. Your score, 41-32. We'll pick you up when they kick. Cooper Fisher sends it deep and fielded at the 5. It's a good kick. And here is George West. A nice kick return all the way out to the 35-yard line. First down, Highlands Ranch. Rylan Hume coming into tonight. Pretty good QBR at 86. Passing touchdowns per game at about 2 and passing yards per game at about 163. They've been not great on the ground but have had success in about everywhere. Tonight they're averaging about 268 yards per game. And they've well exceeded that here tonight. Put up a high number of points too against a really good Junction defense. And there's a handoff. And a couple slip tackles. There's a nice play on the edge for the Tigers, A.J. Schlatter. And he gets in there for the tackle after a couple missed ones before him. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Clock rolling at 11:15 to go in this fourth quarter. Score Grand Junction 41. Highlands Ranch 32, 2nd and 9. Quarterback Rylan Hume in the backfield. One tailback behind him. He shoots it over to George West, who has been a great receiver all night. He was out in the first quarter under concussion protocol. Threw up on the bench, came back into the play, and he's been great all night. He has 2 touchdowns, a big throw just a couple drives ago, and then in the first quarter you also had a score. So 14 points on the night for West. West is offsides. Now he communicates with the ref. The ref says he's onsides, and here is Rylan Hume. Takes snap, straight drop. Receiver's going deep, fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Almost incomplete. It was kind of a misfire just over the middle, not really close to a pick or a catch, and now it's tipped on the play, and it's 4th and 9, and Highlands Ranch keeping the offense on the field, so not punting, down by 9 points right now, so a 2-possession game, down by 9 points here. 10:48 to go in the ball game. really rolling the dice here by going for this, being only down by 9, but Junction's offense, they go out there, they punch it in. It's a big opportunity to win the ball game, and the favors really tilt to the Tigers. Here's Hume. He is in the backfield, one tailback behind him. He takes the direct snap, shoots it over the middle. It's complete. What a catch. Slips a couple tackles, gets to the outside. What a play. Cuts back on a defender. And it is Grant Adamson with a huge gain. Keeps Highlands Ranch moving, and it's a first down for the Falcons, who have been really good in these big-time situations tonight. All the way down to the 35, and they're hurrying up to the line of scrimmage, knowing even though they do score here, they still got to get the ball back another time, and Junction's been really good with the football tonight on offense. 40 points through just 3 quarters in a couple minutes, and here's a little screen pass, and it's George West with an arc completion. They'll mark him with a gain of 13. And in our first down for Highlands Ranch. Quick moving offense for the Falcons. And Cooper Fisher in on the tackle. Rylan Hume on the backfield. Landon Cummings right behind him. Titan Williams sent in on the blitz, and Hume hands it off to Landon Cummings, who is going to make a cutback, seeing that the line of scrimmage was jammed, and he slips down, frustrated. And they're going to mark him for a loss of 3, so his elbow might have touched first before he went down, and the football is going to be spotted in now a second down and 14 situation here with 9:36 to go in the ball game. Highlands Ranch still in it. Only down by 9, 2nd and 14. Ball spotted on the 32-yard line. Hume under pressure. Escaping the pocket, extending, downfield, not a lot of options. Fires over the top. It should have been Aiden Arnold with a catch. He's been great in the kicking game tonight. He hasn't missed a kick. He's their kicker, a receiver, and plays on defense too. And this freshman here that they have, he did score their last touchdown, and a really special kid they got up there in Highlands Ranch. And Aiden Arnold drops a sure completion, probably going to go for about 8, but now it's instead 3rd and 14, a big chance for the Tiger defense to make a stop here and force a 4th and long, or at least get him into 4th down. Looking to send Titan Williams, they do. There's a blitz right up the middle, fires it, complete, lots of space, and Landon Cummings with an arc completion, and he's going to be shy of the line to gain. He's going to be 3 yards shy. Junction really sold on the blitz. The film has definitely been watched. We can confirm that. As far as Highlands Ranch High School has taken advantage of every one of Junction's defensive schemes of sending blitzes and etc., the coverage has been off all night. Here's an extended play, trying to escape. Fires downfield, incomplete. There's a flag in the backfield. So it's either incomplete, and I think there might be holding on the offense. I'm not sure. So it's 4th and 3. It was incomplete, so either there be a turnover on downs. But there's a flag in the play. The offenses look like they're switching. McKee's team gathers towards the sideline. And frustration for Highlands Ranch, and it is holding on the Falcons. It's declined by Junction, and it's 1st down Tigers with 8:25 to go in the ball game. 1st and 10, Grand Junction up 41-32, looking to put this one away, or at least take some good time off the clock here. Again, Andrew Neese's first game of all time here in the playoffs. Sophomore quarterback. The beginning of the season, it was him, Preston Fife, and in a huge quarterback battle, and Andrew Neese ended up winning the job. Here's a handoff to Matthias Martinez Santana, breaking through a couple tackles, slipping through the defense, eventually driven down with a big gain and a first down. Gain of 16 on the play. And like I was saying, Andrew Neese won the job. Takes over for Will Applegate after senior year. Will Applegate goes to college to play baseball, and he had really turned around this Junction program, seeing the best and the worst of them. Big win against Fertile last year in Will Applegate's senior year on a huge play on 4th and long, and Andrew Neese takes over and has continued the success and really starting to build this team around Coach McKee and this really talented offense and some great players they're getting. And now Andrew Neese snap, handoff, right up the middle, shifts left to right, and it is Matthias Martinez Santana with a good pickup on the play. They'll give him 6. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Actually, they're going to spot him for 7, so 2nd and 3. Martinez is likely over 1,000 yards on the season tonight, and so congrats to Matthias Martinez Santana on his historic year and a great high school career for the Tigers. Senior at 5'11", 185, a really great running back. Him and this group have really turned around the Junction program, and here's Andrew Neese. One tailback, one running back, high snap. Ball is caught, and it's Matthias Martinez Santana with a big gain and a first down. Flag, though, way back in the backfield. It's probably going to be holding or a false start here. It's going to be a hold on the offense, so Highlands Ranch is going to take that penalty, obviously, and with 6:57 to go. Holding on the offense. The back Junction up. And the Tigers will spot the football. It's going to be, they'll mark him. It's going to be 2nd and 13, it looks like. Yep, they're going to mark him for 2nd and 13 here. And shifting Dusty Harris across the formation. Here's a handoff right up the gut. There goes Matthias Martinez for a first down. Gain of 18 yards, and the Tigers roll the clock again and move the chains. Really depending on these guys after the injuries to Paxton Weber and Isaac Martinez. Both exiting the game with injuries. Tigers looking to run down the clock here. A score would be nice, and if they have it downfield and it's open, they'll probably take it, but more so looking at the clock right now, probably not in any kind of passing situation. It's handed off by Neese. Right up the gut goes Matthias Martinez Santana. Flag again in the backfield. And a 10-yard gain again is going to go back for the Tigers, so second holding on this possession. And they'll mark him back. Got Highlands Ranch player down on the play. Medical training staff will check on him. We'll pick you up when they're done working on him. Your score right now, 41-32 with 6:02 to go in the 4th quarter. Junction football. Going to be 1st and 20 when we come back. Thanks for tuning in. We'll pick you up when the medical training staff is finished. And here goes Junction with Andrew Neese in the backfield. It's 1st and 20. Elias Morgan gets the handoff, goes up the middle, tried to slip out of a tackle, gets driven backwards. A nice tackle in on the play defensively. It's number 17 for Highlands Ranch, Jacob, the wide receiver and defensive back, the junior at 6'1", 160, making the tackle, and pretty decent carry for Elias. So it'll be a gain of 6, 2nd and 14 for the Tigers. Looking to punch their ticket to Heritage High School in the second round of the 4A Colorado State playoffs. The 12th seeded Tigers would go up to 5th ranked Heritage, and then if they won that in a really tough matchup, would come back and play Durango. And here's a run to Elias Morgan. Picks up some steam and stays in the air for a little bit. Picking up, and it looks like they'll move in the chains. It's a 1st down and a carry of 16 yards. And a big carry for Elias Morgan and a 1st down. He got some big speed out of the backfield and walking the tightrope on the sideline. Picks up 16 and a Junction 1st down, moving the clock here. 5:11 to go in the ball game. Huge play for Junction. They really hurt themselves again with one of those penalties and now are able to adjust. Here's Andrew Neese. Handoff. Elias Morgan throwing stiff arms left and right. Eventually gets tripped up. And they're going to mark him for a loss of 1. It's going to be 2nd and 11, but the Tigers keep the clock moving at 4:55, so we'll see when Highlands Ranch starts using those timeouts. Down by 9 they got 3 timeouts. A really, really feisty Highlands Ranch team coming into the night with only a 4-6 overall record, 0-5 in league play in a different league here. Junction, the I-25 league, winning it back-to-back years. And Andrew Neese fakes. Drew Marsh wide open downfield. It's a dime. Spiral. Touchdown, Tigers. Drew Marsh is in. And the Tigers make it 47-32. Drew Marsh found himself way behind the safeties. Andrew Neese said, why not let it fly? And the Tigers extend the lead up to a 15-point game now. So with the extra point, it would be a 2-point conversion. It would be a 3-possession game. With the extra point, it's still a 2-possession game at a 16-point lead for the Tigers. Snap, hold, kick, almost blocked, but it's high, spiraling, and good. And with 4:16 to go in the 4th quarter, your score, Grand Junction High School 48, Highlands Ranch High School 32. Highlands Ranch to receive. And here is Cooper Fisher to send it deep. 3rd string holder in for the Tiger. He just gets it down off a little bit of a high snap on the PAT, and the Tigers extend the lead. And Cooper Fisher sends it deep, skips a couple times, muffed a little bit, might have touched a player, and then a nice hit flying in to make the play. It is Michael Rink with a big hit. And it's 1st down, Highlands Ranch. So still a 2-possession game, 4:09 to go. Highlands Ranch with all 3 timeouts, but they're going to have to move quickly. They need 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions, no Junction points here to send this thing to OT. But Highlands Ranch with the football. 1st and 10 on their own 21-yard line. Ryan Hume in the backfield, takes a snap, goes right to him on a nice throw over the middle. It was right over the outstretched arms of Titan Williams. And it's incomplete, though. Looking for number 13, Armando Galios, and he oversails him by a couple inches. And there's a hit, but a nice catch out on the play. And Rylan Hume in the backfield, he's down. He is tucking his arm under. Athletic training staff. He got hit hard as he let it go. It's 3rd down and 1. The pass was complete to Grant Edmondson, and Hume is down. And rolling left to right, he got hit right in his midsection. So we'll see. We'll take a second break and we'll pick you up. It's going to be 3rd and 1. 3:47 to go in the ball game. 3 timeouts for Highlands Ranch, trying to pull off a crazy comeback, down by 16 late in the 4th quarter. And back to his feet is Rylan Hume, grabbing at around his stomach, maybe right below the rib cage. Yeah, so walking, not favoring it a ton, grabbing at it, but not really not wincing at all. Really, he's just walking the sideline, obviously in some pain, and the Highlands Ranch. So now we have Cash Russell in at quarterback. He's a freshman at 5'11", 150. They're going to throw him in the game late. 3:47 to go in the 4th quarter. Not much time to work with, down by 16, 3 timeouts. And Cash Russell hands it off right up the gut. A nice run again. Landon Cummings has had a great night. He has multiple 2-point conversions, multiple scores. He's been thrown to. He's the running back, but he's been thrown to in these window screens all night long. And it's 1st down Highlands Ranch. They get the ball here at the 39-yard line, and it's First down's on the 49. And here's the first throw of the night here for Cash Russell. Slips out of his hands a little bit as it wobbles. And again, just slipped out of his hands a little bit and missed his target pretty badly. And Russell's first throw in the playoffs as doesn't go for what he wanted it to, but Cash Russell, we're going to have to see a whole lot more of that, but a whole lot better of that, as Highlands Ranch needs 16 points in a matter of 3:22. Cash Russell, and of course, Landon Cummings to his back, and he fakes the handoff. He lasers it downfield. He overthrows his target, so just getting his hands under him a little bit. Definitely a way tighter spiral and a better throw on the play. Cash Russell communicating. Coach is frustrated for Highlands Ranch. Talking to his receivers, that was Aiden Arnold downfield, maybe misran the route. And Cash Russell made a good throw, just a bad play by the receiver. Maybe it was supposed to be a post route. He accidentally ran a stick right up the middle. And so it's going to be 3rd and long here, 3rd and 10 for a new quarterback under a lot of duress with a rough offensive line here. Junction can, and now they're going to rotate him. He throws, he lasers it. What a good throw and catch. Gain of 5. Picks up his first completion, and congrats to Cash Russell on his first completion in the playoffs, and it's going to be 4th and 5. 4th and 4, excuse me, and Mickey calls out his defense. Hurry up offense here, 2:52 rolling on the clock. Cash Russell's got to convert here, otherwise Junction has the ball. They can pretty much run 2 plays and then kneel the ball and close out, and here he is. Russell extends, fires, tipped, almost intercepted. It was 99 back for the Tigers, trying to get there, just couldn't track it. And the Junction offense, Eduardo Rise trying to pick him off. And Eduardo Rise here. Incomplete pass, chipped up in the air. Junction with the football. We'll see if Preston Fife gets a couple snaps here in the playoffs. Preston Fife, the sophomore quarterback. Again, we mentioned he was with Andrew Neese in that quarterback battle. And Preston Fife, a close loss. It's good to have 2 quarterbacks who are willing to play for you. But I bet they give Andrew Neese the snap to close out his first playoff win, and they will. Here comes Andrew Neese trying on the field. He's got Matthias Martinez behind him, and 2:30 to go in the ball game. It's a 16-point Tiger lead. And here's a handoff to Matthias. Multiple flags. Matthias picks up a gain of 12, but we'll see if it marks back. They'll stop the clock again, so flag in the field. It'll run when they spot it here, I would assume. They're going to mark him way back. So it's 1st and 20 here on their own 45-yard line. And they'll probably hand it off right back to him again, I would assume. Then kneel it down and get Junction the win, and they will travel to Heritage High School. I repeat, Heritage High School. We'll get the schedule out as soon as possible. Try and find a way to get an announcement out on YouTube to inform about game information. Should be covering that one over from Heritage High School and over in the Denver area. So Junction gonna get a second year in a row, second round playoff berth. You're gonna go play Heritage High School. So underneath handoff, Matthias Martinez dodges a hit, moves forward, moves the pile. It's carry of 7. Officials blowing it dead. Timeout. Highlands Ranch, and the coaches here try 2nd and 16. Gonna try and get the ball back one more time. 1:49 to go in the ball game. Your score: 48-32. Grand Junction. Highlands Ranch with the football. And we'll pick you up at off the timeout. And here is the snap. And no gain on the play. They just run the quarterback keeper, and here we go. Andrew trots over the sideline, gets his play from McKee. And stopped on that one. And did we get another timeout? We did. We got another timeout. So the final one of their timeouts spent by Highlands Ranch. 3rd and a mile, so 3rd and 13 here for the Tigers, looking to get a stop and maybe get the football back here and try and extend this ball game just a little bit, maybe get his freshman quarterback some reps, and should be great. So pick you up after the timeout. Your score, 48-32, 1:43 to go in the ball game. 3rd and 13. Hume's still sitting on the bench for Highlands Ranch, so likely to not return. So if we do see this Highlands Ranch offense again, we'll probably see Cash again. So starting quarterback on the bench. Cash Russell, the freshman, getting a couple reps early on. He's 1 for 3 on the night. And here is Andrew pitches it out wide. Some good blocks. Elias Morgan, though, runs out of room. Gets tripped up going left to right. And it's going to be 4th down, and the clock will roll. But we got a Highlands Ranch injury. He's not down on the play. He's a little bit frustrated, and it's Aiden Arnold. And last time out taken by Highlands Ranch, and now they're going to force the punt probably from Junction, or we'll see if they go for it here. Going for it, it's probably not a great idea. Just try and get a nice sky kick here, pin them deep, and force the freshman quarterback into the pass. We'll see. Yeah, already a successful fake on the night for the Tigers. This was a 3-point ball game. Junction came out, started the second half with the touchdown. Then a big pass to George West, and he blown coverage. Then, unfortunately, Isaac Martinez goes down, and Tigers lose a corner, and then all momentum slid, and then it was 35-32. Junction extended the lead, though. Found a way to get the moving groove of the offense back, and A.J. Schlatter deep to punt. Sends it high, flying, drops at the 10, rolling towards the 5, checks up, and it'll be 1st and 10, Highlands Ranch on the 7-yard line. They're actually going to spot it at the 8, so 1st down Highlands Ranch at the 8. to drive. And then there is a shot downfield. Freshman quarterback. Whoa! He layered it right in the bucket of Grant Admonson, and a huge hit layered on the far side. It's Armando Gallegos. And Colt Music in on the hit, and Gallegos, excuse me. And Grant Admonson on the almost reception, and Gallegos helps him get back to his feet, and back to the line of scrimmage we go for 2nd and 10 with 1:19 remaining in the ball game. Highlands Ranch down by 16, 0 timeouts remaining. Getting their freshman quarterback some reps as he is in for the injured Rylan Hume, who is a junior, going to play the senior season for him. Took a late shot throwing the football a minute ago, trying to get rid of it. Actually completed the pass and took a shot to the midsection, and he's down and out. And here's another shot downfield, a tight spiral, nowhere in the area of anybody. 17 was the closest. Jacob, and the wide receiver and defensive back, junior at 6'1", he'll have another season on that high school roster. And Highlands Ranch, 3rd and 10. Grayson Espinoza in on coverage, and as well as AJ Schlatter back deep. Tigers lead at 48-32 with 1:12 to go. Snap. Downfield, he takes a shot, looking. It's overthrown. It was Brady Gordon trying to run the route for the Tigers defense. Brady Gordon, the defensive back, sophomore, trying to catch the fly ball, overthrown. It's 4th down and 10, backed up on their own 8-yard line. 1:05 to go in the ball game. Highlands Ranch, final gasp before Andrew Neese will just take a knee and end this one if it's incomplete or they are short of the 1st down. Here is Cash Russell checking in with the play. Breaking the huddle. We'll see if that's the last huddle break of the season or not for Highlands Ranch. Cash Russell. Snap. Looks deep. Fires. Got a man out there. Oh my goodness, what a catch! How on earth did he catch that? That is Armando Gallegos. Gallegos on the completion. He hauled it in one hand. Great coverage by the Junction defender. Just couldn't do anything about Gallegos. Here's a nice little jump off. Quarterback takes a hit. That was Cash Russell getting hit. Completion to 17, Jacob. And again, he's again on the reception. And 2nd and 10. 30 seconds to go in the ball game. And here he goes. He drops again. Overthrows his man. Throws his first pick. And here goes AJ Schlar back deep. There's a flag. Taken down by number 55 for Highlands Ranch. Aiden Cohn, the defensive back. It's going to be a flag. Andrew Neese will take the snap, take a knee, and that will send Junction to the 2nd round. And they will play Heritage High School at Heritage High School. It's going to be a hold. And it's going to be a hold against Junction. So it should be a good pick, but the offense will be backed up. But again, it's not going to matter. The Tigers will move to the 2nd round for the 2nd year in a row. A good win at home against a feisty Highlands Ranch team who came in, got this to a 3-point game. And Andrew Nace, snap, knee, and that's it. The Tigers will see you at Heritage High School. We will have coverage of the game right here on the Grand Junction High School YouTube channel. We will broadcast for you and get everything set for that. Information will be released. Stay up to date with the Grand Junction High School webpage, Max Preps, and any of your high school resources. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next Friday likely. And again, go Tigers.